Let me tell you a hard truth. You don't rise to your goals. You fall to your standards. And if your standards are built on comfort, laziness, and cheap pleasure, you'll talk big, but you'll never touch the life you dream of. Here's the brutal reality. Most people lose the day before it even begins. Not because the world defeated them, but because they handed over their power before opening their eyes. They roll over and grab their phone instead of facing the sunlight. They choose excuses over effort, distraction over direction, and then they wonder why their life feels empty. It's not just procrastination. It's not a lazy morning. It's drifting, living on autopilot, floating through life without a rudder. And let me be clear, drifting is not peace. It's a slow, quiet death. One that feels safe until it steals everything from you. But you're not here to drift. You're here to dominate, to wake up with purpose, to attack the day like a warrior, calm, focused, disciplined. So ask yourself this: what standard are you falling to? Because that's the life you're living. You want better? Then be better. Not someday. Not when it's convenient. Start now. Start today. This isn't just motivation. This is a wake-up call. And it begins the moment you open your eyes. Let's get something straight. This isn't about motivation. This is war. And the battlefield is your mind. Every single morning, whether you realize it or not, you're faced with a decision. Will you master yourself or betray yourself? That's the real fight. Not against your boss, not against the economy, not even against time, but against that quiet voice inside that says, just a little longer in bed. Skip the workout. Start tomorrow. Epictetus said, "No man is free who is not master of himself." And he was right. Freedom isn't doing whatever you feel like. True freedom is doing what needs to be done, even when you don't feel like it. That's what separates the weak from the strong. The weak obey their emotions. The strong obey reason. It's that simple. And no, it won't feel good. It's not supposed to. Growth starts when comfort ends. Discipline is your weapon. Not flashy, not sexy, but it's the only thing that lasts when motivation fades. So ask yourself, right now, were you leading yourself? Or are you letting your moods make your choices? Because in this battle, there's no neutrality. You either win the morning or the morning wins you. Choose discipline. Choose yourself. Every damn day. Here's a tough pill to swallow. Most of the pain you feel isn't real. It's not the task. It's not the workout. It's not even the failure you fear. It's the delay. It's the mental dialogue. It's the way your mind spirals every time you avoid what must be done. Seneca, one of the great Stoics, said it best. We suffer more in imagination than in reality. And he was right. Think about it. How many times have you dreaded doing something for hours, even days, only to finally do it and realize it wasn't nearly as bad as you built it up to be? The real suffering is the avoidance, the self-negotiation, the inner cowardice whispering, not now, maybe later. But here's the secret most people never learn. The moment you move before your brain has time to complain, you take back control. You silence the excuse maker. You build momentum. That's the test. Not whether you feel ready, but whether you move anyway. Because the Stoic doesn't wait to be in the mood. They act on purpose, not on impulse. And every time you choose action over avoidance, discipline over dread, you're not just checking a box. You're building your identity. The pain isn't in the doing. It's in the delay. And the cure is movement. So the question is, are you ready to move before your mind talks you out of it? There are 3 Stoic rules that can change how you live your day. Not someday, but today. Rule 1. Discipline over desire. Desire fades. It's emotional. It's unstable. One moment you're hungry for greatness. The next you're hungry for pizza. That's why the Stoics didn't trust desire. They trusted discipline. Every time you reject the easy way out, every time you do what's right instead of what's comfortable, you're building something no one can take from you. Character. And when your life hits a storm, and it will, your habits won't save you. Your mindset will. Discipline is your anchor. Rule 2. Control what you can. Let go of what you can't. Marcus Aurelius said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events." Yet most of us spend more energy on traffic, headlines, or someone's opinion than we do on our own thoughts. You want peace? Shrink your focus. Breathe. Show up. Do the work. Master the controllables. Let the rest go. Rule 3. Protect your peace. Prepare for battle. People think Stoics are emotionless. They're not. They feel deeply. But they don't act from impulse, they act from principle. They prepare for chaos by training in silence. When no one's watching, no one's clapping. That's where real power is forged. So ask yourself, what rules are you living by today? Because if you don't choose them, the world will choose for you. Let's talk about identity. Not the kind you post online, but the kind that shows up when no one's watching. Rule 4. You don't negotiate with weakness. The alarm rings, you move. The calendar says, train, you train. You don't ask if you feel like it. You don't wait to be in the mood. Because every time you hesitate, weakness grows teeth. Here's the reality. The one who seeks comfort will always be owned by the one who seeks growth. And growth doesn't happen in the spotlight. It's built in sweat, in silence, in the hours when you'd rather do anything else. The real warriors? They're not loud. They're the ones who show up consistently, who build discipline until it's no longer what they do, it's who they are. Rule 5. Start with yourself. End with reflection. Morning isn't just for waking up, it's for rising with purpose. And at night, don't just crash and scroll. Ask yourself, where did I fall short today? What did I conquer? What did I learn? That's how Stoics grow not by chasing applause, but by owning their process, day by day, inch by inch. You want a life that means something? Then make sure your day ends wiser than it started. And remember this, discipline isn't a punishment. It's the highest form of self-respect. Let's be honest, no one's perfect. We all have flaws. We all mess up. But the people you should really respect are the ones who see their weaknesses and keep going anyway. That's what makes someone dangerous, not talent, not talk, but quiet, relentless honesty with themselves. Every day, you face a choice. Do I face myself? Or do I hide behind distraction, excuses, and noise? And the ones who win? They don't wait for some perfect version of themselves to appear. They wake up, flaws and all, and they get to work. Not because it's easy, not because it's glamorous, but because it's necessary. That's what Stoicism is all about. Not chasing an ideal, but practicing truth. One morning at a time, one choice at a time. You don't become strong overnight. You become strong by making small, consistent decisions, even when no one's clapping, even when no one's watching. The world tells you to seek results, but the Stoic says master the process, because results come and go, but the person you become along the way, that stays. So don't chase perfection, chase progress, not performance practice, because in the end, it's not about how loud you talk about your goals, it's about how quietly, consistently, you fight for them. And that quiet fight, that's where your real strength is born.